Hello, good evening, students. Today is transcription number back of 115 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. It is by no means enough even now, but when we started with the first 5-year plan, we were conditioned and limited in many ways. We had very little data, very little statistics, and such statistics as were supplied to us were often very unreliable, being based usually on some patwari statement in a village about agricultural production. Also, we were tied up at the time when the first 5-year plan began with a number of major schemes which we could not and did not want to leave. Now, those major schemes absorbed a great part of our resources, and we had not too much left for our other plans. That was one reason why the actual report, the first 5-year plan report, came up before this House a year and a half after the plan was supposed to begin functioning. Well, since then, we have had this 5-year plan and we have had reports about the measure of success it has achieved. I think it is justifiable for us to say that the first 5-year plan, by and large, was a success. In some matters, it was a great success. In some matters, it was not such a great success, but it fulfilled anticipation. But taking it all in all, the first 5-year plan succeeded and succeeded in two ways. One way, the fact of reaching the targets aimed at and going beyond them in regard to food, in regard to cloth, in regard to several other things, but something that is much more important, really, that is in creating a hopeful atmosphere in the country. That is to say, our people became planning conscious. Our people realized that by this method of planning, we were advancing. We were making good on the food front to some extent. In regard to certain industries, also our production rose. I do not mean to say that in the context of the enormous and difficult problems that we are facing in India, the first 5-year plan succeeded in solving any of those vast problems. Now, we started with this great advantage on this occasion, which we did not have previously, because today everybody in India, at least very large numbers of people in India, talk of planning, think of planning, discuss planning. Even in our villages, maybe their idea of planning is somewhat limited, but that does not matter. It is bound to be so, and people realize that it is by this planned approach that we are likely to succeed in solving our great problems. That has been a great advantage to us. The second advantage has been, as I said, that we have some more statistics, some more experience, but with the greater experience and with the greater knowledge that we have now, also has come an appreciation of the great difficulties that we have to face. The problems which were vague, have become more concrete, and in becoming more concrete, we now realize how big they are.